Welcome to Brooks Stadium, and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Jayhawks will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Newman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Chanticleers offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little...
And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He makes the connection.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Chanticleers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about the punt.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll ride the hot hand. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options. Is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own.
Deep shot for the end zone. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he hauls it in inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The shot that clears looked to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Caught. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He wants to throw. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. A strike downfield. Oh, look out. And the end of the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
He's going to pass. He's looking deep. And that pass is caught at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost in momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Chanticleers will kick it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
On second down, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Cantrell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Coming after it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Bringing it back, it's Newman. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
They feed him again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Coastal! And that one will put him up here in the second half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 28 over New Mexico State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in that was production.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On second down, he'll let it fly. He makes the catch. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. No, he just flat ran over it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Ball is free. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
And that's what the football. So many guys getting there, and yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, and he's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and the big momentum swing back to the other side.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to get to him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go.
Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football.
He unleashes a long one. And he grabs it at the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's another shot to clear.
On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little under pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice. But this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the returner will be knocked down. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Quarterback checking off. Second and 10. He'll throw again. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snatches it on the right. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take another shot here. He's got it. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Wide out in motion. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch. Take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They took it 71 yards down the field. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grab near the marker. It's Cantrell. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Cantrell. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They were looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to